Okay, so if you've been living with the Polestar 2 for a while now, you know that charging isn't really an issue, and charging is typically quite fast, and it even preheats or cools the battery. So I think charging the car is the least of our worries. What, on the other hand, is a little bit more complicated is charging something like your phone. Well, this is just a case, but charging your phone in the car on that wireless charger is like complete rubbish. And if you don't have the Plus package, you don't even get the wireless charger. So I'm gonna show you what I did to get my own wireless charger in there. That works really, really, really well. So of course, as always, there is a caveat to this solution, and that is that the solution is only applicable if you have an iPhone 12, 13 or 14 in my case. And I'm gonna show you what I did to make this work, just like snapping it in place like that. Now this is not really like a modification, this is more like a product tip, and the tip here is use a MagSafe charger. That's the short story. And you could use something like the Apple MagSafe charger, and yeah, sure, this would work fine. It has USB-C, so it's going to plug into your car. It has a long cable, so you just wire that up into like a bundle and stick it under the display, hide it. The problem is that it's a little bit expensive, and I think it might be too thin. You want something a little bit thicker to build away from if you have that built-in wireless charger in your Polestar 2. So the thing is expensive and thin and like long cable, yeah. So, or you could use something like a generic wireless charger. This is way cheaper. This is supposed to be for MagSafe. You could also use something like a Belkin. They make good stuff. A wireless charging pad, and this is supposed to be with MagSafe. So it's gonna attach to your iPhone, and it's a little bit cheaper. But the one I really like is this one. It's only 90 kroner on Amazon plus shipping, so it's probably going to be like 120. That's about 12 euro. And this is one I have. The magnets are really strong. It's black. It has a removable cable, so I just got my own cable, like super short, and makes it really neat and tidy. And it works. It works with iPhone 13. So this is really good. I would recommend this one. The name is a little bit hard to pronounce, but it's like Hoi Dokli. But I'll leave a link for this one in the description. So let's get back to the car, and let me show you why I really like this concept of a charger. Like why this is so good, so much better than what the Polestar have or don't have right now. So yeah. Okay, so let's say that you're out driving and you stop at a traffic light or something, and you want to check your phone a bit quickly. Like either you have a long cable like this one, and it's gonna be like kind of annoying, and in a way I think, like where do you do of it? Like, so when you want to use it, you take it out and you have this long cable hanging around, or you have a short cable, and then you have to unplug it and plug it back in, like if it's really short. And the problem with that is that you have to then have two hands to plug it back in. Maybe sometimes you need two hands to unplug it. So I don't like using a cable for that reason. That either it's messy or it's a bit more cumbersome to use the phone. Like we all know you're not supposed to use your phone while driving, but we all know that you do it anyway. So that's that. But you could use it like at a traffic stop, or if you stop briefly for something. But then it's just like the fact that it's easy to, you hear? It's easy to put it back on the charger. And obviously it's easy to get out. So I really like having a MagSafe charger down here. You know, I'm charging, I'm recording this on my phone, so that's why we're using the case. And yeah, I have a new case now. So I think it's really handy to just get one of these, put it on here with double-sided tape, get a cable that's either short or you just tuck it in under, and everything is going to be so neat and tidy and organized. So yeah, well, I think that's all I had for you today. So I hope you found this useful. If you have an Android, yeah, you could just use the cable, or you could like preheat your phone up here, or you could get an iPhone, and that's your options. Drop a comment below if you already use something like this, because yeah, this is like the best accessory in here, except for the cup holder. The cup holder is really good. Anyhow, enough rambling. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.